So Warner Brothers and Shill Media are getting absolutely wrecked over J.K. Rowling with the official posts from HBO Max, which are advertisements, by the way, getting bombarded when they're trying for positives. Now, Shill Media, they've been doing their best to damage control this situation for Warner Brothers, but just like the issue with a certain Aquaman starlet, they're not going the way they want. Things have gotten bad enough in the wake of all of this that Shill Media sites like The Guardian, they've had to pull their polls for Person of the Year. Why? Because J.K. Rowling was winning. J.K. Rowling wasn't one of the choices, by the way. The Guardian, they wanted to mirror Time Magazine's decision. They wanted to give it to the Rocket Man, just like they did for Person of the Year. But people kept writing in J.K. Rowling. Why? Because they're tired of what they're seeing from Warner Brothers. They're tired of what they're seeing from Hollywood and from places like Twitter. Cancel culture, they're tired of it, and they're speaking out and loudly. Now, you and I, we're going to talk about this today, and remember, this isn't the first thing they've erased J.K. Rowling from. They've also erased her from Fantastic Beasts 3, going from giving her credit at the beginning of everything to barely giving her a writer credit. Why? Because of controversy. So let me get this straight. Controversy, it matters with J.K. Rowling, but it doesn't matter for that certain Aquaman starlet. Millions of voices, they don't count. Then, that says something, doesn't it? Fun times, huh? Fun times indeed. Oh, man. So, hey there to all you fine folks on this fine day, by the way. I hope you are doing excellently. And when you look at this, Warner, they don't learn. They haven't learned from 2021. They're going to carry those mistakes into 2022. And you can see it right off the bat from HBO Max here. You'll notice, too, this is verified account from HBO Max. And if you look at this post, you'll notice this is promoted. That means every time someone comments on it, they like, whatever, HBO Max, they have to pay for this post. So all of that blowback, it costs them money. But let the magic begin. Harry Potter's 20th anniversary, #Return to Hogwarts, is now streaming on HBO Max. You'll notice this thing, it gets a lot of attention. It almost has 50,000 likes. But when you actually start examining some of the comments that it has, well, a lot of the attention, it looks just like this. Quote, "It's a disgrace that the author was intentionally ignored." Here's another, and this is very true. None of these people, and they're not just talking about Warner Brothers, by the way, they're talking about people like Daniel Radcliffe, Emma Watson, basically almost all of the cast that have come out against J.K. Rowling would be in this world. Heck, this world wouldn't exist without J.K. Rowling. It's sad she wasn't a true part of this celebration. And you know what? That's true. And if you don't like J.K. Rowling, that's okay. But remember, Warner, they marketed her hard for years, decades even, saying, this world, it's brought to you by J.K. Rowling. Now, though, controversy, it matters, but only with this person, like I said. We'll do one more. Stealing people's intellectual properties is okay as long as said person has opinions that you don't agree with. And you know what? That's something that we see a lot too. We've seen it with Disney, with Pirates of the Caribbean. We see that here with Harry Potter. Essentially, you sign that dotted line and you know what? We're going to erase you and we're going to make it our thing because you've been canceled and we don't want you associated anymore. Now, a lot of shill media tried to do damage control too, but some outlets actually told you what's going on. Here's an article talking about J.K. Rowling gets few seconds of screen time in HBO Max Harry Potter's 20th anniversary special. When we're talking few seconds, listen to this. Quote, "Rowling probably amounts to no more than 30 seconds. That's right, half a minute of screen time in the feature-length special. And beyond that, she was purged from it as well. Listen to this here, too. References to Rowling, they're also scant, as cast members and directors only mentioned a few anecdotes about the Harry Potter's author involvement in filming and production of the 8 blockbuster films. Essentially, they want to scrub her out of it, to the point that, get this, a Warner spokesperson, so we're talking about somebody coming out on the record, reportedly said that producers of the Harry Potter reunion felt that old interview footage featuring Rowling, that was quote-unquote adequate. They don't need anything new from her. Basically, you want to scrub her out of it because you know a success story about a strong, independent woman going out, creating a multi-billion-dollar franchise. Hey, why would you want to celebrate that? Why would you want to celebrate that indeed? Now, shill media, they've been trying to spin that in so many ways, too. Basically saying they're not trying to erase J.K. Rowling, but if you look at what they did with Fantastic Beasts 3, yeah, you can tell that Warner Brothers is indeed trying to get rid of her. Quote, J.K. Rowling credit is nearly invisible in the new Fantastic Beasts 3 trailer, with changes like this transpiring. This is 2018's The Crimes of Grindelwald trailer, and you notice how this reads right from go. J.K. Rowling invites you. So, J.K. Rowling is prominent, front and center, mentioned many times through. Here's another example from writer J.K. Rowling. Notice how big the credit for J.K. Rowling is there. Again, jumps right out you. They want to make sure that that's front and center. And they also did it in the 2018 end credit. You'll notice J.K. Rowling, she's actually prominently featured as a producer and as the writer. So she's given dual credit. She's actually given equal credit too. Look at how she sticks out there. Versus this. This is what you get with Fantastic Beasts 3. You'll notice this tiny little credit here. Yeah, it's a tiny writer credit. Warner Brothers is now inviting you, not J.K. Rowling. They're not telling you anything about who created it because, again, controversy matters when it comes to J.K. Rowling, but those millions of people that spoke out about a certain Aquaman starlet, yeah, not so much, not so much. Now, like I mentioned at the beginning, Warner Brothers isn't the only place that has gotten backlash from this. Shill media has as well, and I love this. This is probably my favorite. You have The Guardian. They end up launching a poll in an article about Time Magazine's decision to award a certain Rocket Man the title of Person of the Year. At the end of the article, you end up with a poll asking readers who would be your 2021 Person of the Year and why. Responses flood in, with J.K. Rowling quickly taking the top spot. You'll notice right here, too, after that happens, can't have that in any way. This form has been deactivated and is closed to any further submissions. As they say, The Guardian, they mysteriously close all entries, deactivating submission forms without any reason or explanation. In places they try to say, well, I wonder why that was. Was it because it was hacked? Was it because people, they actually were some kind of extremists? No, it's because people are tired of this mess. They're getting loud about it too. And Warner Brothers, shill media, they are reaping the whirlwind. And they are weeping it hard. But anyway, let me know what you think about this stuff. And as always, appreciate the heck out of you. You make this stuff work, so thank you. Appreciate that sincerely. I hope you had a fantastic holiday time too. New Year's, Christmas, I hope it was all worthwhile. Let me know in the comments how this stuff goes over. And again, thank you. Appreciate you sincerely, and we will see you soon.